right, back at the big build here after the holidays. Doors supposed to be installed, I think Monday. Today's Wednesday, so next Monday they're getting installed. That'll be nice, keep the snow out. Looks like customers moving some equipment in. That's okay, we can still work around. Our goal is to get all these windows trimmed, base trimmed down, start running side steel. Still a lot to do here, but the interior does go pretty quick. Putting on some base trim. We like to just set up a laser. That way we know what's going on perfect at the bottom. If you start level on the bottom, guess what? It's going to be level up top, right? Problem with this is a foundation wall underneath here, and foundation walls are inherently different, you know, maybe an inch or so here and there. And so this board at the bottom is getting pushed down tight to the foundation wall, not necessarily level. So that's why we're running a laser then. So we got this back wall. We got our base trim all done. We got our windows trimmed. You can see this is like a two-piece trim, so we do that post trim, and then we put a piece of J on it. The J is where the steel will come back in here. And what we do, well, how do you like that detail? Pretty good. Pretty good. We always leave our top piece of J channel off. That way our steel can go into the J. And then all we do is we just kind of pull it out, tuck our piece of J in there, and then we screw it. So we got this the big back wall, wrapping up some framing down here to run the lower steel. And then we'll frame the rest of the upper steel section, and that's where we're putting perforated steel in. we got this wall done. We moved on to this wall. Okay, so what we got to do is line the side steel up with the ceiling panels and level them down. We level like every couple. And then we have to run this down from these ribs lined up, leveled down. Normally we would run this steel first and then just line it up with our ceiling, but it's a little bit different when you're running two different sets. So, a little awkward. Guys are persevering though. They got grit. Nice job. Me, I gotta trim out these windows and I'm running the lower steel. Man, we just had a heck of an afternoon. We got from the overhead door all the way around. We got that little section to finish. It's gonna get dark all the way to that other end. So we got one little end wall way down there, a couple of things here. Thank you, Milwaukee. Got the Rover. And I don't know what this is. It's just some Milwaukee light, but we like it. Friday goal is to get the rest of this steel all done here. Moving pretty good. Getting all these windows trimmed out this morning. Guys got the upper perforated steel. You can see the perforations. That helps with sound deadening. It's really coming together. Got a lot of screwing to do. We've got to put all of our screws and fasteners in these upper side steel yet. So goal this morning is going to be, this is where the porch is going. That's why we left all this steel off. I'm going to try to dig these holes. We've had sub-zero temps for a couple weeks now, so I'm anxious to put the auger in the ground, see how it digs. I don't know if it's going to be that great, but we'll give it a try. That way we can get the piers, the concrete piers in, and get this porch built. Just got our marks done. Laid out the porch. So basically, we've got 7-foot post spaces, a 21-foot porch, and it's just going to be a straight gabled end porch. There won't be any hips on it. So now we get to get the machine up. We've been warming it up, so curious to see how it goes. Believe it or not, these holes dug pretty easily. There was only probably 6 inches of frost. You can see she's steaming nice. That's still really warm down there. I hit his customer had a brick ledge here. You can kind of see it. I hit it with my auger. Didn't know I was over top of it. Couldn't see it, so I got to remark this hole. Make sure I'm in the right spot. But yeah. Old Betsy did pretty good. All right, we got our holes dug. Went pretty well, other than the last hole, which was full of sand. and that was packed tighter than, it was really tight. But got the laser, I've got my grade marked where I want it. Basically I'm going to go 4 inches. I want the top of my concrete pier, I want the top of the pier to be 4 inches, 4.5 below right out here on this concrete. And the reason is I want this concrete slab to continue and go over top of our pier. So now what I'll do is I'll take these sonotubes, I call them sonotubes, but really they're just coil inserts from our metal guy, and we'll just stick them in the hole and bring up the top right to our grade that we want. That way when we pour, we got a nice eye line and we'll pour right to the top. Alright, just like that. Now you can see that's our tube, and it's smaller at the top than it is down at the bottom. And those are all set to a grade which is 5 inches below the top of the concrete. That way the concrete pad will just flow right over top, won't be interrupted. Come back after lunch. I think I'm gonna get this roof line defined so we can run our upper steel and be good to go. Alright, concrete truck just showed up, asked us if we were nuts, to which I replied, today's a heat wave, are you kidding me? So he's coming, we're gonna get these poured, see how it goes. Concrete done. You can see here I left a hole open. You see how it's recessed into the dirt because his finish grade has already been done since this was an existing building. What we had to do was make sure we were 4 to 5 inches below this slab, so as he came out, his concrete slab would go over top of these piers, and then our brackets will go right on there. What I did was I just cut up some 2-inch foam, put it over top. I'll weigh those down, try to keep some heat in there, let them cure up, then we can start building our porch.